welcome to Anime Adventures. I'm Elise Baughman. I'm the voice of Pan from Dragon Ball GT, and it is part 2 with Bryan Massey. Bryan, welcome back.
Hi, thanks, Elise. Everybody, I'm Bryan Massey, the voice of Oolong and Dragon Ball. I am the voice of Cocytus and Overlord, Rades and Black Clover, and Ladd Russo in Baccano. And welcome to Anime Adventures with Elise Baughman.
Well, Bryan, I am so glad that you agreed to do part 2 because last time we spent so much time answering questions about Oolong that we didn't get to some of our other questions. I posted on my community tab for Anime Adventures on YouTube that if people had questions for you, please ask, and we got a ton of questions. So this time we're going to talk about multiple characters. So why don't we jump right in again? And so I think we should start with Ladd Russo, because I know that's one of the fan favorite characters. You get asked about that a lot when you're at conventions. The username on this, me and Lucille, so I guess that's covers 2 people technically. Yeah. If you had to choose to see him appear in another show that you yourself have voiced, in what show would that be? That's a really great question. I love that.
Okay, excellent question, me and Lucille. I guess it'd be fun to see Ladd Russo, maybe see him in, wow, there's so many shows. He's such a psychopath. I mean, who wants to see this guy in their show? I'd probably stick him in maybe Isekai Quartet. That's a kid's show. I'd put him in there and be like, can I go to the bathroom, please? I want to kill somebody. I'm going to kill the teachers. All of you are going to die.
You have such a smile on your face. It still makes me laugh.
Well, when I harness the Ladd Russo, he always has a smile because he's vindictive and he likes to kill things. It's what he does. He's really good at killing people. He's an expert. Been a while since
so I happen to know that you can sing nursery rhymes in his voice, which is also ironic. So I would love to, or hear a nursery rhyme or sing it, whatever you want to do. Can you do that for us?
Yes. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
That is fantastic. So let's talk about your Overlord character.
Cocytus.
Oh, that's so good.
Yes. Thank you, Kyle Phillips. Shout out. And Tyler Walker for Ladd Russo. Both those guys have been a dream to work with. I got Cocytus. Kyle called me in and told me just to do the lowest, gruffest voice I could. And what's great about Cocytus is he has no flaps. So, Elise, not matching flaps offers a lot more freedom in your performance sometimes.
It does. Yeah, because when you're matching flaps, it's not just the acting, but it's the technical side that you really have to pay attention to. The question for Cocytus. So this is Eddie E. How did you come up with, well, you kind of just answered this, but how did you come up with Cocytus's voice in Overlord, and why is he so awesome? Because Bryan's awesome. When is season 4 for Overlord coming out, if you know?
I don't know the details on season 4. The voice was a concoction of Kyle Phillips giving me, when I saw the character itself, my immediate reaction was just to do him real low. He's such an intimidating character, just viscerally intimidating. And Kyle just wanted me to go real guttural with him. So I channeled my great grandma. She sounds just like that. My great grandma Cocytus. Rest in peace.
Okay, like moving on to Ace Attorney.
Yeah, Dick Gumshoe.
Yes.
Also, got to shout out to Cal Phillips.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hear your Ace Attorney character.
Well, it's basically just my dad. So when I walked into that audition, I was like, this is like my dad. Even the jokes he tries to make, I'm like, this is my dad. I finally can channel my dad because that's how my dad talks. He's like, son, Bryan, well, what are you doing? Hey, it's the cops. It's the cops. You're under arrest. It was my dad. I literally, when I saw the audition, and I was like, this is my dad. I can finally use my dad. I've been impersonating my dad as long as anybody.
Really?
So that was how I got that.
And does that happen a lot when you're either auditioning or you just get booked and go straight in for a role? Do you kind of channel people in your lives?
Yeah, I've done that a lot. I think it's the art of mimicry. I steal from everybody. I have an Italian friend named Francesco, who's always like, I'm making a pizza. Come over to my house. I'm going to make it a pizza for you. It's going to be beautiful. And I just started impersonating him. And I'm always trying to find places to fit, mimicry and people I'm working on. There's always a place for a character somewhere. If you keep doing the anime long enough or anything, you'll find a place to maybe insert not their entire personality, but mishmash it with somebody else's personality. I find when you take two people and you put them together, it can make quite an interesting dynamic. Like my dad as an Italian, well, making a pizza. Hi, I'm a Bryan's dad. You see what I'm saying?
Totally.
It's just finding the character is a matter of just having imagination and listening to people and being able to channel the things, their dichotomy, the things that make up why they sound the way they do. I'm always fascinated with impersonations, and I've been doing that since I was a kid. So
really.
Oh boy! Come on, guys! I did Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and all those guys when I was a kid. I've been enjoying all that mimicry. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love to hear where your voices come from. That's so fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about Dragon.
That's a Mike McFarland shout out. You know Mike McFarland.
Oh yes, big shout out to him. Mm-hmm.
I love Mike. McFarland gave me that job, and he told me, man, just basically almost like Batman. He's almost like, so Dragon is just he's Luffy's dad, and he's this great role, and I'm like, I love this part. Dragon, he's so cool. Come on, son. And then he disappears for a couple of years and pops up again. And One Piece is such a long-running series. I had no idea. I was very naive. I was thinking he'd come right back, but a couple of years later, Dragon pops back up again. But every time he does, it's super cool, and it's always a pleasure to voice that guy. He's super cool.
That's so great. And we have one question about Dragon. So it's Michael Christie, and he says Dragon is a mysterious character, and he says that he really enjoys your portrayal of him. And even now, hundreds of episodes later, we still know very little about him. Is there one thing that you are dying to know about him?
Yeah, good question, Michael Christie. I think, and thank you. I'm dying to know, I really want to know who Luffy's mom is. That's what I want to know. And why they split up. I mean, they had a beautiful son with elastic arms, and they had to let him go. And I wonder why Dragon and Luffy haven't been together yet all this time. It's I keep waiting for that. I'm really anxious every time I think they're gonna meet. They don't. It's the ultimate tease. Like, they won't let Dragon and Luffy ever meet on the show. So whoever is Shonen, can you please have Dragon and Luffy meet for once, please?
Please.
I'm asking you as a request. I hope that works. It's in the universe now. Thank you, Anime Adventure, for this portal and to giving me the chance to address my fans.
Oh, of course. We're here for you.
Thanks, Elise. I'm your fan, too.
Okay, so now some general questions.
Uh-oh.
I know. This is the tough part of the interview. So I love this username. People are amazing. So, People Are Amazing asks, how did you get into voice acting? I actually love this question. I love hearing how people got their start.
I got into voice acting. As a kid, I wanted to make cartoons. That's where I started. Before I wanted to do movies or get into any of that, it was cartoons. And since I would draw and I would make up little voices, and I would record myself on cassette tape. People Are Awesome. It's called audio cassettes, and we would record on a tape recorder. And I had a little show. I called it The Adventures of Barfy, and my friends would talk, but only Barfy would just go bleh. He would never talk. He was bleh. Come on, Barfy, what are you doing? Bleh. That was my first venue into voice acting. I think I was in 4th grade.
Oh.
And then my parents found it and washed my mouth out with soap. True story. First and last time they did that. And then, but years later, I got with an agent, the Horn Agency, and I told her my dream of being a voice actor as well. And she was telling me voice acting is very difficult, and she was right. And then it was about 2 years later, doing Walla. I finally got some chances to do some speaking roles at Funimation. Thank God for Funimation. Yeah. And Okatron 5000 and Sony and everybody else that's given us work, because that's it. Without that, I wouldn't be able to sustain myself or say that I'm a voice actor. That led to getting to work on video games and other things, and I feel very grateful that I even get to do this when I get to do this, and I love doing all of it. Even Wall is fun. All of it's great.
Oh, same. I feel like everything, it's just amazing to be working as an actor, voice or on camera. So same. What a cool story. That's so awesome. Okay, let's see what else you got. John Jackson says, how does Bryan determine what type of voice he'll use for a new character? Oh, and we kind of touched on that. So great question, John. But is there anything else that you think about, like besides pulling from people in your life, is there anything else that you use to determine?
Well, a lot of times there's not even people to pull in your life for certain roles, as you know. A lot of times you get you go to Funimation not knowing who you're voicing that day. So when you get in the booth, John, you've got you've got maybe a couple of minutes. You get to hear the Japanese, see the character, and then use your imagination and try to determine a voice right there on the spot. So I think the look of the character, if it's a big character, I'll try to use more boom, or if it's a smaller character, I might try to, or I might, go against the grain and try using a big voice for a small character. It's all experimental. Ultimately, the ADR director, and even the engineer, I'll ask them, what do you guys think of this? As an actor, I'm just paint. So I want to make sure that they're getting all the different colors on the palette they need to make this character come to life, because ultimately they know more about the character than even I do, unless I've seen the show before it gets dubbed. I have no idea what these guys are going to sound like in English until I try to formulate. I start playing with it, and I'll just keep going until their director's happy. And that's not always the case. There's those rare times where it doesn't work, but most of the time it works out. Sometimes you're just like, this isn't for you. But most of the time, 9 times out of 10, we're able to stick it. And
yeah, you're right. And that's a good point about relying on the director and the engineer. Like, they are living and breathing the shows, and so they can articulate exactly what they want or exactly what they think they want, and working together really is so helpful to get that end product, the end voice.
It's such a collaborative. I
love that you said that.
Yeah, it's very collaborative.
Mm-hmm.
And acting is always collaborative, but voice acting is a different kind of collaboration, because you're collaborating with the animators, with the ADR director, and the engineer, and the producers, and you have to appease everybody. So.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, and then Hoken Lee says, do you have any voice acting rituals that you do?
Yes, Hoken Lee, very good question. I've been doing this. Hoken Lee.
Hulk.
I've been doing.
I smash things.
Oh, Hoken Lee.
Hulk. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm getting old. Hey.
I know. Well, with all the hoopla going on.
Yeah. Hoken Lee. Sorry, Hulk. Cool name. Hulk Smash.
Hulk Smash.
I do a vocal warm-up that I've been doing since high school. I've shared this before. and we did it in drama. And Lois Logan, my acting coach in North Mesquite High School, gave this to me, and I use it to this day. It goes, you may know it. Feel free to chime in, kids. What did to do to die today at 1:45 to 2? A thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. Or to beat at the 2, at 20 to 2, or run at the 2, and the dragon will come when he hears the drum at 1:45 to 2 today at 1:45 to 2.
Oh, see, I do that too. Mine's just a little different. I probably changed it, but I do the same one, and I've been doing it since I took a voice and diction class at the beginning of my acting career. And yes, and it's so great because it kind of warms you up and stretches you out. So that's so funny. I almost said it with you, except I noticed a few words were different. So like I said, I probably changed it.
Singing's
But yeah,
also
I was
good
telling
too.
a friend of mine that I do that, and she said that it may be from My Fair Lady. You know, the classic movie from,
Yeah,
I don't know
I did
what
that
year
show.
that's from. So I need to look that up. So we have covered characters. We talked about Oolong last time. Any more Oolong impressions? Anything you want to share?
Hey, Bulma, hey, where are the Dragon Balls? What are we doing? Hey. That's how I got the job of Oolong.
Oh, that is fantastic. Yeah, we didn't have that last time. That's the best.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, thank you, Bryan.
Thank you, Elise Baughman.
Any parting words? Any
Um,
words of wisdom?
any words of wisdom? Your career moves as fast as you make it move. The best advice I can give somebody pursuing voice acting.
Good one.
Good luck out there.
Yes.
And thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Yes, thank you
made it
for
this
watching.
far.
Bryan, thank you for being here again. Let's sign off in somebody's character voice. Who are we doing?
I think I'll sign off with I guess I'll sign off with Ladd Russo.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, thanks everybody for watching today. Hey everybody. I hope you had a good time watching Elise's show, Anime Adventures. And if you didn't, I don't want to hear about it. Thanks, Elise.
Everybody, thank you, Bryan. Thank you. See you later.
See you next time. Have fun storming the castle.